Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and using the NATASHA DENONA Retro Glam Palette. This is a newer palette. I think it launched maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and so I'm really excited that I got my hands on it. And yeah, if you guys want to see how I achieve this look using that palette, then make sure you keep watching. Also, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button right now. I promise you will not regret it. But yeah, let's get into the video. You guys, I am so hyped today because today I have a new palette to try out for you guys, and it is a NATASHA DENONA palette. You guys, these palettes are really expensive, so I bit the bullet for you guys and purchased it myself because I really wanted to try it, and the color story is chef's kiss. Okay, you guys, this is the NATASHA DENONA Retro Glam Palette. Okay, I'm excited because it's green. Oh my gosh, the green sage type of color story I'm feeling. So let me go ahead and open this box. And by the way, I did my eyebrows off camera because I'm ready to jump into it, and I just don't really do my eyebrows on camera anymore because I don't think you guys want to sit for a 30-minute video. Okay, you guys, this is just gorgeous. Like, I'm obsessed already. I have really high expectations for this palette, so I'm praying, okay, I'm praying that it doesn't let me down, because look, they, like, the creative director, whoever makes the covers and just the colors, I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm finally looking at the palette up close, and you guys, it's just so pretty. Like, I have to show you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it around. You guys see why I'm so freaking obsessed? Like, it's beautiful. And they actually have a color in here called sage. Like, I know you guys know by now, I'm obsessed with green. Like, ever since the olive trend, I never hopped off of green. So I'm obsessed with all greens now. But yeah, you guys, I'm so excited to hop into this palette today. So I'm gonna prime my eyes so we can go ahead and get started. Pause. Before I prime my eyes, I guess I really should talk more about the palette. You guys, so this palette actually retails for $69, and let me tell you, that is very expensive. This is a luxury, okay? So I'm expecting some luxury payoff because $69, I only have 15 shades in this palette. Every single one of them better be perfect, okay? But yeah, so the palette is $69 itself, which, like I said, is really expensive. If you're not, like, obsessed with greens, then you probably wouldn't want to purchase this palette, but you guys know my obsession, so here we are. So before I decide to prime my eyes, I want to do just a couple swatches, not a lot, but there are a few colors that I want to see what they're gonna look like. Okay, you guys, so I showed you guys the swatches, and I'm a little bit concerned because I just want to make sure that these are black girl friendly. That is super important. If the colors don't really show up on my eye, that's gonna be concerning, like I said, because the palette was $69. But yeah, I do feel like I had to dig in the palette a little bit and really wipe on my arm. Mind you, I'm not the best at swatches anyways, so it could just be my deficiency to do swatches. I don't know. I want to put them on my eye. That's the most important part. If it doesn't look good on my arm, it's whatever, but my eye, we gonna have a problem. So let's go ahead and prime our eyes today. So to start us off with primer today, I am going to be taking the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 02. I feel like I'm back on this stuff again. Yeah, or maybe I never really stopped, but this stuff is just really great. I feel like I always get really good color payoff with this base, and it's just one of my favorites. So per usual, I'm buffing this into my eye, and then I will go in with my beauty blender once I've buffed everything out, and I go in with a dry beauty blender. just to make sure I don't have any creases. Before even using this palette, I just want to take the time to talk about the fact that the palette has a mirror. I personally appreciate any palette that has a mirror, just because if I don't have a mirror wherever I'm at and my palette has a mirror, that's perfect. Do you know what I mean? Because there are a lot of palettes that just don't have mirrors, and that kind of stinks. So if this palette cost $69 and it didn't come with a mirror, I'd be pretty pissed. And pouncing that on top of my eye to make sure all the creases are gone. So I actually want to try out a few colors today. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually go in with a transition shade, and I'm going to be taking this shade Lucy. It's a really light beige color, so I'm just going to be taking this all over my eye as a transition shade, and this is going to be our first test of the palette. So the shade Lucy is pretty much the same color as my skin tone, and I'm just laying this foundation down just so I have something to transition to, because I'm gonna go really dark into my crease in just a little bit. So far so good. I do think this shade would show up on someone with a different skin tone. Like I said, it is pretty much matching me, especially because I went in with that Rumor OT base, so just factor that in. So next I want to go in with one of the darkest greens in the palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Evergreen. This is very, very emerald green. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting this, but I'm not upset at it. Now I'm just going in on the other eye and doing the exact same shape. I actually really love this brush to pack on this dark green color. This is the Morphe M321 brush, and it is really helpful. So now I'm going to be buffing out this shade Evergreen with the shade Sage. As you guys can see, we're going really green today. Very holiday. When I'm trying out a new palette, I always want to try out a shimmer shade or a glitter shade, because I feel like shimmers and glitters are really important in palettes, and a lot of the companies don't tend to get them right. So I'm going to apply a shimmer on my lid. Ooh. This looks really pretty on the eye. I'm also just taking a little bit of the shade Oz and blending out my outer corners. You guys, so far so good. I actually am feeling this eye look. It did turn out a little bit different than what I pictured in mind, but let's roll with the punches, okay? I'm a firm believer in trusting the process. So let's continue. Next, I'm going to be taking this eyeliner by Lancome. This is the Idol liner. It's the ultra precise waterproof liner. Now I'm going in with some mascara. This is the Bad Gal Bang Benefit Cosmetics mascara. I really like this mascara, you guys. I think I purchased this as a mini and I needed the full size. So I'm just going in with some mascara. Oh my god, my lashes look so good. No, seriously, I feel like I only wear lashes to be extra because your girl has lashes. So my lashes are coated. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back. So you guys, I did the rest of like my lashes and face makeup off camera because I didn't want to have a super long video today. But I want to go back into the eye makeup and I really want to add like a pop of the pink from the palette on my bottom waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And I'm going to see if it picks up. So I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but the pink definitely does show up. I would love to use this color on my actual lid, but I wanted to do green today, so this is the best that we have, but it's really cute. Okay, also I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but that pink shade was called Belle. Lastly, I'm just gonna go in with one more shade and it's called Palladian. I'm not really sure what that means, but just want a little inner corner action. Going to add a little mascara. Okay, you guys, so here is the final look and I am not mad at it. Let's chat about this palette really quick though. So overall, do I think the palette is black girl friendly? I would say so. However, these shades are really light. I definitely recommend primer, like a base of some sort on the eyes. And yeah, I'm just gonna say the shimmers I love. Like, I thought when I swatched them that they weren't gonna have much payoff, but they're perfect on their own. I didn't need to spray my brush, and so I really appreciate that. I do really want to try to use more of the pink shades just so I can get like a better feel of the palette. But if I had to rate this palette, I would definitely give this palette a 7 to 7.5 on the scale, and here's why. First of all, it's $69 for 15 shades. That's just a lot of money. And personally, did I really need this palette? No. Did I want it? Yes, because I thought it was adorable. Secondly, I just don't really think that I'm going to be reaching for this palette too often. It's beautiful. I really like the shades, but how often am I going to wear green and pink? Not very often. And to be honest, I'm more of a chocolate / nude girl anyways. But like, even if I was wearing like olive all the time, I still wouldn't like grab this palette just because green on the eyes is a smidge much. It's a bit much. But yeah, it's still a really pretty palette. I think the quality is there. It's just that I don't see myself reaching for this all the time. So since you guys have made it to the end of this video, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can be a part of my channel as well. I love having new subscribers. Make sure you guys leave comments below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.